Hey there, beautiful brown girl.
Hey, what's going on, Kimberland?
Oh my gosh, I'm like so
What's
crazy.
going on, ladies?
So excited to be here. Welcome to the replay for those of you who are tuning into the replay. Welcome to the live for those of you who are joining us for the live. Go ahead and start introducing yourselves in the comments. Tag your friends. Let us know where you are watching from. Share the broadcast on your page. Sab, I'm over here getting my life together, girl.
I
I am.
know it's okay. Just take a moment. Take a moment. Breathe in. Do this. I'm sorry. Do the. Just breathe. Just take a moment. Just breathe and just be excited. We're always excited every time we come and join you, ladies. And I'm excited to see you. And just take a moment. Just take a moment.
Do the bank bounce. No, so
30
I
seconds.
am. This is good energy. I
Now.
think it is a lot of just excited energy that starts to get going,
Fun
and
and
then it all like converges, in one spot. So I am just super excited. So how are you?
I'm good. I am good. And I got to tell you, ladies, I'll tell you, ladies, in a second after we welcome everyone into the community, because I got to tell you guys about this wonderful thing that happened to me this weekend that just warmed my heart. But we want to welcome everybody into the room before we go ahead and do all the pleasantries. So I'm good.
Okay, very good. All right. So
I got it.
she's
I can't
giving us
believe
a little cliffhanger teaser. Okay, I'm here for it. So we see you all getting in here. I see Robin is here from San Jose. Happy
Ooh,
Monday. So excited to have you. We see you all coming on. Go ahead and share that broadcast. I'm going to do the same over on
yeah,
my page.
yeah.
Because y'all, I don't know. Do we want to break the news now, Sab, or do we want to share it later?
Let's do it later. Like we're
Okay.
starting on a high note. I mean, it's not
Okay.
a low note. It's not a low note at all. Y'all hear a little jingle? I'll be
I
doing this
do
all
hear
night.
your
I'll be
jingle.
like,
It's so
I'll be like,
cute.
just so y'all can hear it.
I'm super jealous. I wish I had a little something to jingle over here. But we see y'all getting in here. Definitely excited to be here. Go ahead and keep introducing yourselves in the comments. Let us know where you're watching from. If this is your very first time hanging out with us on Conversations, let us know that as well, because we love to celebrate our first timers. I want to go ahead and do our official intro. So we can kind
Let's
of
do
get to
it.
the good stuff because y'all, tonight's show is packed. Okay.
Mhm,
So
mhm, mhm.
we want to make sure that we've got time for everything. So welcome to Conversations. This is our virtual platform where we talk about all things brown girl related. We're here to connect you to other like minded women and give you a platform to share your voice in the conversations that matter to us and those we care about. So we invite you to follow Beautiful Brown Girls and follow us individually as we take this journey through life. My name is Kimberland, and I am actually in a new place today, which
Yeah.
is a part of the reason why I'm kind of like,
Go
so
try Kimberland.
I'm out here living my dreams, y'all. It is like so phenomenal. But I'm coming to you all tonight from La Ciudad de Mexico, better known
Bueno,
as
bueno.
Mexico City.
Bueno.
Y'all, I got here on Sunday and had a chance. That was yesterday, right? Yeah, I got here like yesterday at like 1 a.m., like Sunday morning. I
Mhm.
got a chance to walk around the city and I am in love. Like, it's amazing. It's giving me New York vibes. They're decorating for Christmas. It's gorgeous. So yeah, so I'm excited to be here tonight. What do I do? I'm forgetting my whole intro. I am an author. I'm a life coach. I'm an educational advocate. And tonight I'm one of your hosts on Brown Conversation.
Yeah. Well, I am Sab. For those of you who are new, I'm Sab Jackson. I reside in the Big D, the city of Dallas. I am one of your co hosts as well this evening. I am a marketing professional, a forever student, a podcast host, daughter to Barbara, sister to Maria, sister to Tawanda, sister to Sybil, and I got a cute little Santa baby shirt.
Oh, that's
I'm
cute,
trying to
Sab.
really get into the Christmas spirit, and just excited to be here. We're always excited to be here with you. I had to get the festive thing going on tonight. So,
Yes, I'm
Kimberly,
jealous.
I thought you had a hat on, but I realized I thought you had like a not a
It's
hat.
a head wrap. So when you ask me, like, let's be festive, I've been downsizing all of my stuff, right? Since I live on the road
Right,
now. So,
right.
like, all of those kind of trinkets and stuff, I don't really have anymore. But I was like, I've got this really cute, like, red and green head
It's,
wrap situation, right? With a good red lip and then my green hoodie. Okay. So I figured, I channeled it on in there or whatever. So yeah, so let's welcome just a few people. I see Kamani is here, Linda's here, Ashley's here, Raven is a first timer. Hey Raven, those are spirit fingers for you, love. We also have Shakita is here from Knoxville. Sabrina is here from North Carolina. Karen is here. PNW. What is that? Why don't I know?
Say what?
PNW. Karen's here from PNW. I don't
Oh, the
know.
end of
I don't know. But Maisha is here as well. Yes, Maisha, I am in Mexico City, honey, and I am loving it. So super, super, super de duper excited to be with you all. Aisha wants to remind us that we want the OGs to have a shout out. Okay, so if you are OG, you
Mhm,
always hanging out with us.
mhm,
Make
mhm.
sure that you drop OG in the comments. Hey, Tiffany. Oh my gosh, smooches to you. That's one of my friends. Oh, Pacific Northwest, Linda said. Gotcha.
Oh, okay.
It's a lot
Okay.
going on, y'all. It's a
Okay.
lot.
I want to I want to jump in and say thank you, Aisha, for filling in last episode. I enjoyed watching you ladies. It was a lot of fun. So thank you for filling in. I just wanted time to celebrate my birthday. I had a wonderful birthday. I had to think 41 now, 41. And it was just a good day to just chill with a couple friends and do nothing.
Yeah,
It
the
was good.
ladies were all like wishing you out. I hope you got all the tags. That was like blow up Sab, tag her in the
I saw
comments, wish
it.
her happy birthday. Yes. So we missed you. So happy you're back. And so we have a few announcements that we want to share. Do you want to share what your news was, Sab, before we jump into the announcements right
Well,
quick?
no, it's not news. I just wanted to tell you, ladies, I had a wonderful. So let me tell you guys, it's the holiday weekend. So these little girls, these two little brown girls, came and knocked on my door yesterday, and they were like, their name was London and Bailey, and they were like,
Hmm.
"Hey, can we sing you a song that we prepared for you?
Oh,
We're caroling around the complex," and I was like,
how
"Yes."
cute.
So they sang a song that they prepared, and they were caroling, and I'm like getting ready to bawl and cry because these two little brown girls are just caroling and it's
Yes.
adorable. And then I'm looking around my place like, do I have anything to give them? And they're like, no, you don't have to give us anything. We just want to make people happy.
That
I
is so
know.
cute.
So thank you, London. Thank you, Bailey. Like they were just, yeah,
Oh,
I just had to
I'm
share.
in love
They
with
made me
that.
happy. They were so.
That is the cutest thing ever. I didn't know that people still caroled, but that is super cute. Did you take pictures of them?
No, I didn't want to be that person that let me go get my camera. I didn't want to.
Yeah.
I just wanted to sit
Oh,
and
but
enjoy.
you held it in your heart. So shout out to
Yes.
them.
Yeah.
Love it. All right, y'all. Well, we're gonna jump into these announcements, honey, because when I said this show is jam packed, okay, like jam packed. Okay, so y'all can see what I'm on. So we have been sharing with you all that we are in the middle of our crowdfunding campaign, and we need your help. So we're raising $60,000 on iFund Women to fund the development of our very own iOS app and raising seed money to help keep these types of things that we offer to you affordable. So,
Mhm.
if you would like to know how to share and tell everybody about it, if you go to our website, beautifulbrowngirls.com, you can type crowdfunding in the search bar and it'll bring up some images for you as well as captions and hashtags. Lots of people are in the giving season right now and wanting to give back. Other people are trying to get some tax breaks, which is totally fine. With that, though we are not a 501c3, but they may just be feeling very philanthropic. Okay. So share that information with them and let anyone know that when they donate, that they'll be able to get our signature Beautiful Brown Girls tee. So it has our logo, and you can literally be a walking billboard for Beautiful Brown Girls everywhere you go, and really share about how Beautiful Brown Girls has changed your life. So we wanted to make sure that we put that out on display for you all, and just remind you that we're in the tail end of it. It's going until the end of the year. So every single penny is going to count with that. Okay. The other thing, the other thing that we wanted to share was this is going to be our last show for 2021.
We need a break, y'all. But we love y'all. We are tired. But I know at least I am. But not of doing the show at all. I'm not tired of doing the show at all. I told y'all I'm jingling it. But
it's time for us to shut it down, for the holidays, and prepare to go into 2022 with some new content, new ideas, fresh and new, and, to have an opportunity to spend with our loved ones and just kind of refocus for the end of the year. So this is our last show for 2021, but
when are we coming
you can always hang out with us during our replays, right? So we have replays. All of our shows are over on our Beautiful Brown Girls page. They're also on YouTube. And the comments still work. So when you comment, we still get notifications that you're interacting. And so you can still feel free to comment. You can still feel free to share the broadcast with the different broadcasts with other people. You can feel free to tag people in the comments. It still works, right? So in this time where we know that you all will be missing us sorely, definitely want to encourage you all to go and check out some of the shows that you may have missed, or check out some of your favorite shows and gift those to other people by sharing it on.
That is a great idea, Kimberland. Look at you.
Yes. Because people are always looking for good things to watch, right? So this would be something super informative and super fun for them to watch. So we would really appreciate that. That was my commercial dramatic pause, dramatic effect. Okay, so having said that, we do have some updates that we wanted to share to kind of bring you all up to speed on some previous things that we've covered on the show that we have now gotten updates about. So the first of which is Mr. LeVar Burton.
Yeah. I don't know who presented this story. Was it you or me? Because I didn't know. So anyhow, so we all know that LeVar was pining. So not pining, but he was the front runner for Jeopardy. We were all rooting for him to be the front runner for Jeopardy for the longest. Aaron Rodgers, a host of other celebrities were hosting the show, but we were thinking that it was in the bag for him, right? But unfortunately, it wasn't.
Right.
But he was just like, you know what? I'm gonna show y'all. Don't believe me, just watch type situation. So I am understanding he will be the new host because obviously we were all disappointed that he didn't get the spot, but he has a new deal hosting a show called a new game show called Trivial Pursuit. Never heard of this before. Kimberland, maybe you're more familiar with it. Anyone else, if you can privy me to this, I don't know, but they're currently in the development stages of the game show format. And yeah, it's a deal between Hasbro's E1 and LeVar Burton Entertainment. And so yeah, they're developing a show for him anyway. Not anyway, but no, they're developing a show for LeVar in lieu of all of the Jeopardy in this mess. But I think that this is a good move for him anyway, just because Jeopardy has been under a cloud of just bad
Yeah,
PR with
yeah,
their
yeah.
producer anyway. So I think this is a good move for him. So we're certainly excited to see how he's going to turn this out because like he's everybody's favorite, I don't know, reader. He's orator. I think he's a good orator. Like he's a good reader, good reader. Like, we always love listening to him read, but that's we just wanted to give you that update on the bar and his
Yeah. So yeah, Trivial Pursuit is a board game. I played it maybe
yeah, I didn't
once
know.
or twice. But Karen said on TV, yes, girl, on TV. So
Okay. Yeah.
um we'll see what that looks like. Again, like Sab said, it's still in the works. But when one door closes, another one opens. Okay, so shout
Amen.
out to Mr. Burton. So then another update that we had, we shared a couple shows ago that Barbados had removed the Queen of England as their head of state. So they declared
Mhm.
themselves a republic. And in one of their very first actions as being an independent republic free from the reign of England is they honored Rihanna as a national hero.
Yeah, I mean that was only right. Like she is like the unofficial slash official ambassador of Barbados. Like I've never
Yes,
been. I'd love to
I
go.
haven't either. I actually had a role where I had to like do a Barbadian accent. And I like studied Rihanna a lot in how she speaks everything. But I thought that this was super dope. This is like, let me tell you what, this is black people honoring their legacy. And Rihanna really is like just doing so much. We talked about how she is now a billionaire with her Savage X Fenty, with Fenty Beauty. Like, sis ain't got to make another
Mhm.
album ever. Okay. So, shout out to her
Wrong
and
one. Yeah,
congratulations. Would you say
yeah.
that?
I know. Like I need. I don't want to be one of those Navy people. I am. I'm like I'm not in her DMs asking for an album, but I am asking for an album. Rihanna. I'm tired of listening to all that old stuff. No, I'm not. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But
No, it would be
you're right.
pretty
You
dope
can
if she
asking
would
for
grace
another album.
us
Hmm?
with. It would be dope if she would grace us with another album. But yeah, sis is out here doing it for the culture, like in real life.
Yeah.
So shout out to her and congratulations to Rihanna and the independent Republic of Barbados as
Mhm.
they navigate this newfound freedom. I'm here for it.
Mhm. Mhm. So am I. I agree with you. All right.
Yeah.
So New and Black on Netflix and New and Black on upcoming digital streaming platforms. We got a lot of things coming out this winter, this fall. Yeah, this winter. A lot of things.
Yeah.
So we'll start with Netflix. So Netflix has New and Black on Netflix is, let's see, Think Like a Man. I feel like that was already on there already though. But Think Like a Man with Taraji P. Henson, right? Is that Taraji P.
And
Henson?
Kevin Hart and
Okay.
who else was in
Yeah.
that? I don't remember.
And I think it's Taraji P. And then Nicole Byers, BBW, Big Beautiful Weirdo. Those are the only ones that I know, but we just wanted to put a list up here from Netflix to show you ladies and our gentlemen some of the things that are coming out, like Blood and Bone, never heard of, but I'm pretty sure like someone in the community. Kimberland, have you heard of some of these other titles?
I have not, but I was really interested in the selling Tampa thing.
Ah,
Aisha,
yes,
just put it
I
in,
saw that. I
having
thought
lived
of you.
in Tampa for so long. So I am really interested to see what that's going to be about.
Yeah.
So yeah, but this list is a list that Netflix puts out about things that
Mhm.
we would most likely care about and love. So definitely the list is long, okay? Because we got a whole bunch of other stuff here too. So yeah, check those out. And while you're in between watching episodes of Brown Versations reruns, then you can
Mhm.
watch these other shows that
Exactly.
that we're putting
Exactly.
out here.
All right. So next we got The Unforgivable, starring Sandra Bullock. And initially, when I saw this, I had the stink face, and I'm gonna let Kimberly tell you I had the stink face. I was like, Sandra Bullock, okay. But the reason why we put it up here is because Viola Davis is also co-starring in this one. So it's this brief synopsis. Sandra Bullock This is the story about a recently released, formerly incarcerated person looking to reconnect with their estranged sister. And I was just like, they got her looking all downtrodden. It's just not believable. And while I know white women go to prison for like 5 minutes, Viola, Viola.
And that's
That's
why I said, so when Sab told me that, I was like, okay, but I'm here for a white woman being portrayed as a criminal because we rarely see that,
yeah.
So I'm kind of interested in this just to see what that looks like because I feel like when you think of things of felons, ex-felons, or people getting out or whatever, it's usually black and brown people. So it's
I
like, oh, yeah,
agree.
she could
I
go to
agree.
prison. Okay.
All right, all right. So next week, you ladies remember the story? Maybe literally 6 years ago, a young college student accidentally text messaged a woman, she text messaged thinking she was text messaging her grandson, and she accidentally text messaged this young college student, and it turned out to be this gentleman named Jamal. So his name was Jamal Hinton, and he Wanda Dench text messaged Jamal, and she invited him to Thanksgiving, thinking she was inviting her grandson. And he ended up coming to her home for Thanksgiving. They've been continuing this tradition for like 6 years now. They've become really close. They have a special bond. And it turns out so she accidentally invited him to the Thanksgiving dinner in 2016 through a text message. And they've kept this tradition going ever since. So 6 years later, like I said, it's still going. And Netflix, a lot of people have been asking, like, you guys need to turn this into a story or a documentary or something. And Netflix was like, we heard you, we hear you, we're going to do it. So Netflix is turning this wonderful, awesome tradition story between Jamal and Wanda into a story. So, like, I think that's awesome. I think that's dope. And
I do
it's
too.
just beautiful that they kept this going for 6 years. They still do Thanksgiving together, and it's just a wonderful story, the wonderful heartwarming story. I always like the good feels. You remember this story,
Yeah,
Kimberly? Ladies,
I
you guys
do.
remember this story?
Yeah, I remember it very vividly. So I think that that's pretty cool. And I think it's a
Mm-hmm.
story that can bridge a lot of gaps that are happening
Mm-hmm.
right now in the
Mm-hmm.
US. So I'm here for that. I would like to see what they do with that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Some other things coming. Let's see, coming in to streaming services in December is Boxing Day. This will be on Amazon, not Netflix, and it's a charming British rom-com with a black cast starring Emil Amin, I May Destroy You, and Aja, and I apologize if I'm destroying these names, Aja Naomi King, How to Get Away with Murder. And it follows Melvin Amin, a British author living in America who returns home to London for Christmas to introduce his American fiancee, Lisa, to his eccentric British Caribbean family. When I saw this, it looked really cute. My idea of cute may be different from someone else's, but I felt like this would resonate with the community, so that's why we wanted to go ahead and share it. So it looks really, really funny. British comedy is really funny. Like, it makes me think of Ted Lasso. Does anybody know Ted Lasso?
Yeah, yeah, and
Okay.
that show is hilarious. Um, so
So
yeah,
if you
I'm here for
like,
this. In the all black cast, like I totally I think it's super cute and I want to check it out.
mm-hmm. All
Yeah,
right, next
yeah.
one. Kimberlyn, did you binge this next one yet?
I wasn't able to. Oh my God. So I was working today. I had every intention. I was like, I'm finna watch this. But I am so excited about this show. It's called Harlem. It's also on Amazon. And Megan Good is the lead actress in this show. And it's a comedy that follows four ambitious 30-something-year-old single Black women as they balance their careers, ambitions, and love lives while living in Harlem, which is known as the Mecca of Black American culture. So it
Mm-hmm.
tackles real life social issues, including gentrification. They talk about racial tension. And it was executive produced by Tracy Oliver, who wrote Girls Trip and
Yeah.
made history
Mm-hmm.
as the first African American woman to write a film that grossed over $100 million. So, what I have heard about people in this show is that they said the show looks like Candyland. Oh my God. So Maisha said that she's seen it. It's really good acting.
Okay,
Christina
good.
said
Thank
it's
you.
so good, right? So a
Okay,
lot of people that
thank
I
you.
saw there said it's
I was
really
worried.
colorful, it's really lively, like it shows Black women in such an uplifting light. So I can't wait to get down to watch it. Oh, Maisha said
Good.
it's insecure on steroids.
Okay. Okay.
That's huge.
Okay. I
That
was a
is
little
huge.
worried, but
Oh my
this is good.
goodness.
This is good. And what I love about this is that it pulls back the curtains on the sex lives of Black women because it often we don't see that story, that narrative being told. We're often
Hmm.
uh, objectified, or we're not shown as wanting to be loved or seen or receive pleasure or just any of those things. So love this. So I haven't watched it
Yeah.
yet. I've seen the trailers for it, and I just need to make the time.
Yeah, and I do have a fun fact though that I want to share with the
What?
community
What's
because
that?
we have a BBG connection to this show,
What's
Harlem.
that? What?
So, like I said, Megan Good is the main actor, and Megan Good and one of our Brown Girl Boss guests, Dr. Carrie Williams, created this hairstyle called the Goddess Locks,
The
right?
God.
And I had the opportunity to talk to Dr. Carrie, and I was like totally fangirling because I love Goddess Locks, like they're everything. Well, because
Mhm.
Dr. Carrie is Megan's stylist, she did her hair on the set of Harlem. And
The
let me tell you, Dr. Carrie is out here winning. She also is the stylist for Chloe and Holly. So she
with the
had
lock.
talked about when Chloe's video Have Mercy, how she did Chloe's blonde goddess locks, and now Chloe has red goddess locks. So that's all Dr. Carrie. And Dr. Carrie is Ava DuVernay's stylist as well.
I mean, three. Was it
Come
how many
through,
degrees
Dr.
of
Carrie.
separation?
Okay. So Dr. Carrie also has her own
Ooh.
hairline at Dr. Carrie Will on Instagram. And so as you all are watching episodes, right, while you're missing us, feel free to go back and watch the episode of Brown Girl Boss with Dr. Carrie. She's super cool, super personable, and she's a trichologist. So she talks about the health of hair, the health of the scalp, and all of that, just super informative. But that was dope, like that she was on set doing
Yeah.
this with Megan Good. Like, yes, yes,
I talked to
I
Megan
get
Good. You
excited
can
about
say
these
I talked to
things.
Megan Good stylist. I talked to Ava DuVernay stylist. I talked to
Yes,
Kimberland. That's some
craziness.
receipts for
Yes.
you.
It's huge. Oh my God. But yeah, so definitely check out Harlem. Let us know what you think about it. It kind of reminded me of shows like Run the World. I don't know if you all watch Run the World on Stars,
I have not.
or First Wives Club on HBO Max. But all the buzz that I'm hearing about it is kind of like that. So it's just this celebration of Black womanhood. So check it out.
I
Let
love
us
it.
know. We got some rave reviews in the comments. So check that out.
Based on those reviews in the comments, thank you, Maisha. Thank you, the other ladies that shared about it. Just because you guys, like, I look for your recommendations and your opinions and your thoughts on it. Just because you said it was good, I'm like, okay, now I'm gonna go actually watch it
Yes.
because you said it was good. Because all right. So next, Matrix Resurrections. This is like Matrix 18. like Matrix 4. I'm just kidding. So yeah, pick your poison. But in this instance, one of our poisons will be Yahya Abdul Mateen II. Is he the guy from Candyman?
Candyman. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Ooh. Yes. So yes, Matrix 4 is coming on December 22nd on HBO Max. So if you are, the red pill, blue pill person, and you are wanting to follow Neo on his journey down the rabbit hole, you can tune in on HBO Max on December 22nd.
Wow.
Oh, let's see. We have a host of other movies that we want to mention, but we aren't going to list them all. So Essence listed a whole slew of them. So the few ones that we picked out, and if we can post the link from Essence listing those out, that'd be great. But
Got
one
it.
of them is this movie called Swan Song that will be on Apple TV, and it stars Mahershala Ali. And the synopsis is he is a dying man who seeks to spare his family's grief by clandestinely cloning himself, but struggles with the moral implications in this thought-provoking tale. So it's a sci-fi, if you will. But then when I watched the trailer, it was very, very pensively thought-provoking, and I literally had to Google what is they talking about, because I didn't know.
It's one of those deep ones.
Yeah, I didn't get it. So you could see the characters here looking at each other, cloning. It looks like a really good film. And anything that Mahershala is, and with the exception of the Green Book, I heard everything else is good. I'm just kidding. Great. He did great. It's just the Green Book wasn't a great film. But the next one is The Tragedy of Macbeth. It's a Shakespearean film, and this comes out on December 25th, Christmas Day. And this is starring Denzel Washington. It's in the remake. It's a timeless remake about the ambitious lord determined to snatch the throne of Scotland. Are you a Shakespearean person? Are you into Shakespeare, ladies?
So I would, when I was in English 4, Shakespeare, and it was because she introduced it using the story. So she told us like the story of Romeo and Juliet, and I was like, "Oh, they out here trifling," and then we read it. So that's how, like, I'm one of those people, like, I have to get into the story. I actually have never read Macbeth, but I will watch this movie because I am here for classic things being portrayed by Black people. I feel like when we think about Shakespeare, we automatically think white. So I'm here for this. I am hoping that Denzel does not show up as Denzel. I want Denzel to show up as Macbeth. Okay. So I'm willing to give it a shot though. It's going to be on Apple TV. So I'm willing to give it a shot and see what we got.
Yeah. Good money.
Yeah. So this one, I'm super excited about. I saw the trailer of this Encanto, and I was like, oh my God, I can't wait to see it. Like, this is going to be so cute. So the synopsis is that it is about a Colombian girl who must save her family's magic, even though she's the only one in her family without magic. So when Disney does movies that don't have white people, basically, for lack of a better way to see it, I get really excited. So some of the folks that they have cast are Stephanie Beatrice, John Leguizamo, which you all are probably really familiar with him, Maria Cecilia Botero, Angie Cepeda, and Wilmer Valderrama. So it looks really cute. It already came out in theaters on Thanksgiving Day. And that's when I saw it, like over Thanksgiving break. And I was like, oh my gosh, I want to see it. And it was just in theaters. So what they're doing now is they're releasing in theaters, and then they are allowing it to come out later on their streaming service. So I see a few of you all said that you saw it already, and we really are wondering, like, who is going back to theaters, or when is the last time that you've actually gone to a theater? Because that was an immediate deterrent for me. I was like, I'm not ready to go back to a theater. So
for me, the last time I went is when I went to go see Candyman. And to your point, there's not a lot. There's not a lot of people in the theater. So I think there's space to go to the theater and enjoy that experience. You miss the smell of I miss the smell of popcorn. I miss the experience of just laughing with everyone and being around people. So I think it's okay, possibly. But yeah, I went when I went to go see Candyman, and it was just me getting out the house. I enjoyed it. It was a good experience. And I think we all just miss that level of, well, we're never going to get back to the normalcy that we thought that we remember, but it's just a new level of normalcy. And the experience was a great one. So Sabrina it will say that if you have the opportunity to go out safely to do it, then I would suggest that you do it. But I had my mask. I wasn't eating popcorn with my mask, obviously. But like when I sat down and took off my mask, I got my popcorn, and that was good.
So that would make sense to me then. Because a lot of people aren't there.
Mhm.
So I can't say the last time that I went to a theater actually was for my birthday. And we rented the theater, like it was just us.
Wow. Wow. Yeah.
so,
Yeah.
so it was like, I don't know, $20 a person, like to rent out and see or whatever. So that's the last time that I've been.
Mhm.
But yeah, it's pretty cool. I see a few of you all that are like, let's see. Maisha said it's streamed. Most times it's streamed the same day as in theaters. In this particular case, they waited a month. Linda says she's not ready. Streaming is her lane. Like I am
That's
definitely
okay.
like
That's
team
okay.
stream it. Like I'm from the couch, like all the things. Robin said depending on the time, she liked to see the new Michael B. Jordan film. That's one of the films that Essence
Yeah.
has on their list.
Yeah.
Um, Lakia said she went in August. It was empty. Um, Aisha said they went not too long ago. The theaters were virtually empty. Aisha said get you a 65-inch TV with a booming system and some oil red vodka and call it a
Oh,
day.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah,
What
Ashley
do
said
you
she's
have to
been
do to
back with
make
her
that
kids.
experience a good one?
Yeah, so Ashley saw Adam's family. They picked their seats or what have you. So just so you know, theaters are back open, and take your precautions
Yep.
when you go or what have you. But
Mhm.
Encanto will be in on streaming on Disney Plus about Christmas Day because it came out on Thanksgiving.
I got
So
a trivia
check it out.
question. I got a question for you, Kimberland. This may put
Oh,
you on the
oh
spot.
Lord, oh
I
Lord.
mean, you are in. What does Encanto mean? Does anybody know? Do we got to Google it? do we, I'm just wondering because you're in Mexico.
I am in
We were
Mexico,
talking Spanish
and
yesterday on the call. I was just like,
and I got it. I got it.
okay, go.
Encanto means
Okay.
charm. It means charm. I just Googled it. I did not know that. Okay. I
I
am
was wondering.
still working on mi español. Yo hablo un poco español, pero yo estudio todos los noches. Okay. I study my Spanish every night and I am working on my Spanish. Okay. So let me know next time it's a pop quiz because maybe I'll be a little bit better.
You were fine. You were perfect. Okay, so top news that you should know about. So yeah, everyone knows. I don't want to assume, but I always almost want to assume that everybody knows Kev on stage, right? We all
His
know Kev on
name is
stage.
Kev on stage.
He's our favorite. Like I can't tell you the last time I when I was introduced to him, but I've been watching him and I love him and his family. I love his wife Melissa. I love his sons. I don't know his sons, Jojo and Zay. Anyway, Kevin on stage. He hasn't been waiting for anyone else to give him the green light. And after hearing so many no's in Hollywood, which he talked about recently on Amanda Seales' podcast, he talked about his app. He has an app.
Mhm,
He developed an app for himself.
mhm.
And he's decided to create his own streaming service. So Kevin Fredericks, who we all know him as is Kevin on Stage, known professionally as Kevin on Stage, began his career as a comedian more than a decade ago, building on an independent brand that has gained and garnered him millions of followers on social media like moi. So he has a streaming service app, and it is paid, but it's a nominal fee, you guys. It's like $5.99 a month or $49.99 a year after your 7-day free trial. And the kind of content that you're getting from him is, if you were first introduced to him, he shared a lot of the funny sketches, some of
Mhm.
the cartoons that he did. He shares clips from his tour. He used to be on Def Comedy, or not Def Comedy Jam, All Def Digital, but he
Mhm.
shares the dating show with his wife, not with his wife Melissa.
It's her show.
Oh, it's her show. So Love on
Yeah.
Stage is her
Love
show.
on Stage is Melissa's show, and it's kind of like a dating show where they have like three guys will come on, and the lady will get to choose or what have you, like who she
Oh,
wants to go
like
out on a
the
date
Love
with.
Connection.
Yeah,
Okay,
I was trying to think of what the name of that show was, but
okay.
yeah, it's super cute. And Melissa is like so dope. But what he has a podcast with Melissa called The Love Hour. So
Mhm.
that's also on there. And they talk about that. He has crafts and cocktails. So I don't know
Love
if you
that.
all watch Here's the Thing, which is their weekly podcast with that chick Angel.
I do.
He and Angel have crafts and cocktails. So basically, what they do is they
What is
get
that?
drunk and then they do some kind of craft situation, and it's hilarious. Like,
That sounds
so
fun.
it does. His Keep Your Distance comedy shows are on there. So he, during COVID, thought about a different way to do comedy, right? So since
Mhm.
they weren't touring, then he put the comedy shows up and you can purchase it and watch it at your leisure. So he has that on there. Angel has her own show, Ask Aunt Angel. Joshy Goons, who's their producer and
Gosh.
their photographer and their videographer, he's got a show. What's his name? Tariq has a show on there. Patrick has a show on there. Like it is quality content, y'all. Like it is so well done and polished. And it's not just that he has this app. He also has his own production studio. So all of this
Yes.
stuff
Yes.
is
Yeah.
being recorded at Kev on Stage Studios.
Yeah.
Like I am here for this. Like it reminds me of Tyler Perry on steroids. Like in the social world, right?
Mhm.
So Tyler
Mhm.
Perry did all of his stuff, but this was way before social spaces. So what
Mhm.
I love about Kevin on Stage is he's really learned how to leverage these social spaces and create a following. So again, it's only how much is it? Four,
4.99.
five, $5.99 a month, 49.99 a year, but you get a 7-day free trial to check it out and
Okay.
and watch some quality content. So yeah.
What I love about Kevin is like everybody eats with him. Like,
Yes.
can I recommend you guys, ladies? I'm sorry, I say guys a lot. You'll notice. I listen to the episode with him and Amanda Seals on her podcast with Kev on Stage on it. He discloses and shares a lot. It's really, I love their conversation with each other, and he just shares a lot of what he's been going through and a lot about this app and just the hustle essentially.
Yeah.
And I just
Yeah.
love his glow up, and I just love Kevin, and he's very. I can rave on about him longer than this, but I'm not for the sake of time. But what I'm saying is like he's just a good brother to watch, and I love watching him and his family and his dog name. What's the dog name?
The dog's
Montarius?
name is Lay Montarius. Monty on Stage. Cutest freaking dog ever, 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 ever. So yeah, they're over there. They're winning. They're building an empire. So
Mhm.
definitely check into that.
All right. So the Smithsonian, the African American Museum, I've not been there yet either. Damn it, I'm just missing out on this pandemic.
I
Is this panorama
know.
is just doing a number on your girl. But anyway, I can still go there. I can go there now virtually. The content now is all available online. So the Historic Museum will transfer all of its exhibits onto its new virtual platform for visitors to experience anywhere. So the critically acclaimed museum in Washington, D.C., which features 10 floors of Black history from the 15th century to present day, has digitized some, not all, of its exhibits so that museum goers from anywhere can experience this content. Uh, yeah, I would still want to go in person, but I love what this is giving people and students and teachers like you who can show their students and experience with their students. Um, uh, yeah, I've not been there yet.
Yeah,
Christian,
I didn't get a
or
chance to
go.
go when I was in DC, and I was
You have been?
so I did not.
The tickets sold out
Um,
probably?
Well, they were doing like a controlled release and they were only allowing so many people to be
Yeah.
in at a time.
Okay.
So I wasn't able to go, but I definitely do want to go. Because I know like it's like a multi-day type of event and all of that, and I am just like so
Yeah.
here for it. But
Yeah.
I think it's dope that they're allowing it to be virtual as well, so people that haven't had an opportunity to get there can still check out what's going on. So yeah, Linda said you need at least 2 days in person. So I know it's huge. Definitely want to go in person. So yeah.
Okay. All right. So Disney theme parks, since they've opened now Christmas time, they've opened a few months ago, but now here's the Disney theme parks introduced a Black Santa Claus for the first time in its 66 year history. Catch the eye roll. So yes, so Black Santas have been spotted at Disneyland in Anaheim, California. And yeah, this is for the first time they decided to introduce a Black Santa in its theme parks.
Mm-hmm.
Say it.
We're laughing because there's a part two to this.
Yes. Also, so Old Navy jumped into this. So Old Navy has launched a Santa boot camp for training aspiring Santas of color. They want to teach Santas that look like you and I and people of color to be Santa. Yeah, so after receiving a great response for its skin tone Santa pajamas in 2020, Old Navy is making a push to make the holidays more inclusive.
So this is my question.
What's up?
This is my
Yeah, go ahead. Jump in.
What do you have as a part of the Black Santa training program? Like, how do you teach a Black Santa how to be Black Santa? Like, what you teaching them?
Kimberland, that's a really great question. I don't know how you teach a Black person how to be Black. I don't know, or Hispanic, Latina, or Latino person how to be Latino. I don't know. It just
like, so is there like special Santa characteristics that they feel like the Santas need to have? Like, are they teach them ho ho ho? Like how? What?
Ho,
What is what is the part of the Black Santa training program? Like, I can't. Like, I just.
Yeah.
This is so silly to me. Ashley says it must be a joke. I do not know. It seems like it's real. It very much. It was a real article, like from
it's an actual school, though, Kimberland. The guy who started this, his name is Conagan. He's the official Santa for the Tots for Toys for Tots campaign, and he launched a school for Santas, which has seen nearly 5,000 graduates in its 18-year history. 18
Santa school, or is it Santa school, like all inclusive Santa school, or has this been specifically Black Santa school?
I think what we're talking about today, the Black Santa.
This is the Black Santa division.
The school for Santas has been going on for 18 years.
Somebody how to be Santa. I can't. Like, it's too much. It's too much for me. I just whatever. And it's so funny being from New Orleans, we always had Black Santa. Like, I never took a picture with white Santa. We had two Black Santas, 7 War Santas that everybody, that was Santa Claus, like, period. Like, we never saw a white Santa. Like, we automatically knew that white Santa was an imposter.
That's dope. That is such a privilege. I would have loved to have seen that all the time.
Yeah, it was cool. Like, so this is very interesting. But the real question that I wanted to ask is because I heard you earlier say you're trying to get in the holiday spirit and all of that. Yeah. What is your gift giving policy? Like, because I feel like around the holidays, so many people go into debt trying to buy gifts and all that kind of stuff. So what is your policy for gift giving?
That's a good question. I give a couple things: how I'm feeling. Okay. Been naughty. No, I'm just kidding. But no, seriously, like I give based on my budget and how I'm feeling, and I try not to feel obligated. Also, this year, because I'm a new business owner, I'm being very not strategic, but yes, strategic about gifting items from my business in my network. But every year I don't give to everybody in my family. It literally is just how I feel. Do I like you this year? Do we argue over Thanksgiving? I don't know. I'm going to keep this gift for myself. Like, it just depends on how I feel.
So I a few years ago decided to stop giving gifts. I just decided that it was too much. to try to give people gifts. And I feel like the people that I was giving
Ooh.
gifts to, they got jobs. So why am I buying you a gift? Like, and then,
What's the thought, Kimberland? It's always the thought. It's always the intention.
right. But this is my thing. It's like if
Mhm.
I am going to give a gift or if I'm going to receive a gift, I want the gift to be because you thought about me, not because it's
Mhm.
your obligatory gift that you're giving for
Right. Yeah.
Christmas.
Yeah.
So I really I don't just give any kind of gifts. If I think about you, I'm gonna go ahead and give you a gift when I think about you.
Mhm.
But I don't buy gifts for Christmas. I
Okay.
don't. Because I would rather stay out of debt than to be
Of course.
buying
You
gifts.
can. Yeah.
So Maisha says she gives to complete
I
strangers.
saw that, Maisha. I thought that was beautiful.
Karen says she gives family, friends, church family, coworkers, but don't go into debt. Robin says she gives a gift card so that
Mhm.
people, can buy their own gift. Aisha says Secret Santa is what she signed up for at work, but she
Mhm.
forgot. So now she's stressing. So never
Mhm.
again.
Mhm.
Lakia said immediate family consists of two people. Everybody else can kick rocks. Um, I feel that. Ashley said, I stopped giving gifts. If I don't buy them for my children, then you definitely won't get one. I decided to plan trips and make memories instead of
Uh,
buying gifts.
okay.
Yeah. So interesting. So the reason that we bring that up is because we came across this article about Capital One. And Capital One is actually going through the process of getting rid of overdraft fees.
Mhm.
And I don't know about you all, but I thank God for deliverance because, honey, back in the day, like I currently have almost like 10 bank accounts. And a reason I have so many bank accounts is because back in the day when your girl was poor, one of them accounts get messed up, you can't have all your money tied up in one place. You know what I mean? So I was like, okay, that account is overdrawn. Let me put the money over here. But Capital One Bank is getting to the point where they are getting rid of overdraft fees, and it's really good because overdraft fees is like a tax on being poor.
Mm. Mm.
Like
Yeah.
it's exhausting.
Yeah. Yeah. Expound on it. Like, yeah. When I saw this, it made me think of people. Like, I've been there. I have been there, especially y'all, when I was going through my unemployment stage. I have been there.
Hmm.
So,
Hmm.
um, it's especially with the pending transaction that'll get you. Pending
Yeah.
transaction, the random fee for having a checking account. Like, wow, it's not applicable to me now. It is applicable. Okay, so I was grandfathered into my checking account, but I opened up a checking account with a credit union, and I'm like, what
Hmm.
is this $6 fee for? So yeah, it's just a random fee,
Yep.
non-host ATM banking fees, the random monthly account service fees. Like, it is expensive to be poor, and
Yes.
it's just like crap.
Yeah.
But what I can appreciate about a Capital One is like the human element comes out in their marketing. I may be wrong, but that's just how I feel. That's what it comes
Hmm.
across. Like, it doesn't necessarily for Chase. I've been with Chase for since I was a teenager, and I think I've talked to people that work at Chase. The human element, all they care about is just the bottom line. So it'd be interesting to see how other big banks decide to implement this policy. Because like a $34, $35 freaking overcharge fee, that's a lot.
Yeah.
That is a lot,
Yeah.
especially if you have multiple with these pending transactions, and just it's just a lot.
Yeah. And they keep compiling them. Like it doesn't make any sense. So I'm here for this. Like I think that this is going to help a lot of people access having a bank account because even a lot of poor people don't even get to have a bank account
Mhm.
because of this fear. Um, so yeah, that was pretty dope
It's
when
a
we
big
came
money
across
maker, though. I have a note here that says the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau said that in a statement that banks pocketed nearly 15.5 billion in overdraft fees in 2019, y'all.
that. Yeah, that's a lot. That is a lot. And I'm gonna tell you what, I'm about to cancel my Regions account. I've been with Regions back since they were Am South and honey, these fees that they out here, trying to collect from your girl. Y'all can have this whole account back. I'm about to move my money somewhere else. Okay. So yeah. The other thing though that we heard about, right? So while Capital One is doing this great work, we also heard that debt collectors have now gotten a new ability to contact people. This came into effect on Tuesday, that debt collectors can now contact debtors using social media, y'all.
Ciao. So they can friend me on Facebook now. They can friend me on Snapchat. They can talk to me on Twitter and tell me about.
Listen, it says that the messages have to be private messages and they have to identify themselves.
Okay.
But on Tuesday, they passed that debt collectors can collect debtors. The rules like lay out when they can contact you and all that kind of stuff. But the fact that if you freaking message me on slide exactly actually sliding in the DMs talking about get out of here.
They got to do what they got to do, because after a certain amount of time, it falls off. Like after a certain amount of time, they can't collect their debt. So maybe they just need new ways to, and I should know, but maybe after a certain amount of time.
Child, they better get on. They better get on out of here with this foolishness. So heads up, okay? If your debtors start sliding in your DMs, we told you here first, okay?
Yeah.
Child, foolishness.
Block.
Now,
I can block them. Okay.
Yeah, I would. Anyway, okay, I'm be quiet. So we also came across this. So Old Spice and Secret deodorant, some of them have been recalled after they have found cancer-causing chemicals in their deodorants and body sprays. And this was really, really interesting to me. And I don't know if you all have like done a lot of research about deodorants, but some of the issues with deodorants is they contain aluminum. And the aluminum based compounds are used as the active ingredient. That's the part that the antiperspirant part. So the antiperspirant means that it's stopping you from sweating, right? But the compounds form a temporary plug within the sweat duct, and it stops the flow of sweat to come to the skin surface. That's how it works and stops you from sweating. So research suggests that aluminum containing underarm antiperspirants that are applied frequently and left on the skin, of course, near the breast and the armpit, that they might be absorbed, and they have an estrogen-like hormonal effect. And estrogen is connected to the growth of breast cancer cells. So some scientists have suggested that the aluminum-based compounds in antiperspirants may be linked to the development of breast cancer. The science is inconclusive. The studies are conflicting, but I know more and more people are moving over to natural deodorants. So while we're talking about this, we wanted to ask you all if you are you still using regular deodorants? Have you transitioned over to natural deodorants? And if so, what natural deodorants are you using that actually work? Okay.
No, I haven't used deodorant in years. I use dry spray. I use Dove dry spray. I've used dry spray forever. So I use dry spray.
And does the dry spray have those same ingredients in them?
Kimberland, that is a really good question. I do not know.
Yeah, I would check. I'm not sure. So I transitioned over to natural deodorant maybe a year or two ago. And it has been a process. Like, let me tell you, I have run through so many freaking different types of natural deodorants. It is crazy.
Is it itchy or just the smell?
So it's been a few. So a few of the ones. So what I found out is that baking soda is also one of the common ingredients in deodorants, and it causes people to break out. So the first couple natural deodorants that I used, I broke out because it had baking soda in it. Lavender is also something for me that that caused the breakout. Now I use Lumi deodorant. So
Spell that.
That is Lume. So Gina says she started using Lumi. I just started using Lumi maybe earlier this year, and Lumi has been really, really good for me. Lakia says she uses Native. I was using Native. I like Native scents, but I just feel like it didn't really work too well
Mm-hmm.
for me.
Okay.
Lakia also said when you make that transition, you want to detox your armpits first.
Hmm.
Um, so Erica said lemons work best, and I've heard
I
this
saw
that
that. I
people
saw
will use
that.
lemons or potatoes as natural deodorant. So
Smell like a
I've heard
potato?
that as well. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
not sexy.
It's not sexy.
I mean, like if I'm, with him, I smell like
Hmm.
a potato.
Well, no, it doesn't really have a smell.
Okay. Or a lemon. I'm okay
And
with smelling like
yeah,
a lemon.
but
I,
it doesn't really smell like lemon. I've tried the lemon before. And the only thing I would wonder is like if I had shaved my armpits and I was like, I don't want to put lemon because that feels like burn.
Mhm.
Um, but
Bleach your armpits though, because the I know with lemon you use lemon to lighten your armpits and you use lemon to
right,
lighten your.
right.
So all right, well,
Yeah.
learn something new.
Yeah.
She
So
said, "Yep."
this we wanted to bring this out, right? Because if you are still using regular deodorants, then you want
Mhm,
to make sure that you check those ingredients, right?
mhm.
Um, because it could very well have the aluminum in it or the baking soda, which can all kind of be toxic.
How do
So
you detox your armpits? Someone asked. I don't know.
when I do detoxes, I used to do full body detox. Whoever said detox, put that in the comments for the people so that we can detox our armpits
Okay.
over the break when we're not by people. Erica also said Fancy Free is a Black woman owned
Thank you for sharing
deodorant.
that.
Each and Every is also one that I tried. It's Black owned as well. I didn't really like the scent, so I stopped using it. And Lakia said apple cider vinegar can also be used, and there's no smell.
Mhm.
So, yeah, think about your armpits and your armpit health. We want to make sure we're doing everything that we can to minimize our risk of cancer and anything that's associated with it. So, speaking of that, we came across the story about a Vine orgy. So, you want to share that, Sab?
Yeah, sure. So Ivana Orchie, on her, I was really trying to find out what her connection was to this, but she had a breast cancer scare. So she had a breast cancer scare when she was 17 years old, so it wasn't recent. And she talked about the importance of listening to your body. So Yvonne Orji said when she was 17 years old, she said that she had a breast cancer scare, and thankfully the lump on her breast was benign, but the experience stuck with her before she started to gracing our screens as Molly on Insecure. The now Emmy-nominated actress obtained a master's degree in public health from George Washington University, and now she's using her platform and public health background to shed light on triple-negative breast cancer (TNBC), a form of breast cancer. So Yvonne launched a new initiative together, uncovering TNBC to shed light on the unique challenges that Black women face when diagnosed with triple negative breast cancer. So, Uncovering TNBC offers strategies to help address the barriers that Black women can face on their journey. And if you want more information about this and Yvonne's partnership, you can go to Uncover T is in Tom, N is in Mary, N is in Nancy, B is in TNBC, uncovertnbc.com. So yeah, when I saw the story, I was trying to find her connection to it, but it turns out her connection is that she had a benign lump in her breast. And as
Mhm.
many of you may or may not know, I shared that my sister passed away of breast cancer back in 2020. It's still one of those things that I still just can't really talk about as much, but
Mhm.
it makes me more cognizant about my background and my susceptibility to breast
Right.
cancer genes. Fortunately, I don't have any genes that, at least according to my gynecologist, that I don't. But it just makes us it's imploring us to make sure that we're doing our checks in the shower on a daily basis and to just be more proactive when it comes to our breast health.
Yes. Amen to that.
All
Amen to
right.
that. So we have some COVID updates, and we're certain you all have probably heard about many of
Omicron,
these.
you.
So I can't stand you. So we know
I'm sorry. It's
this
it's,
is
it's a
not a
Greek thing.
laughing
Like if
matter,
you're Greek, then you
but
understand.
it is like so crazy. Like we have gone all the way through the Greek alphabet to Omicron. So there's an Omicron variant that is out, and the scientists are saying that it is spreading twice as quickly as the Delta variant. It was found in South Africa, and it has been found in various other places now. It's been found in the
Mhm.
States, it's been found in Europe. So we're in the process of trying to resolve this situation and really get a handle on it and really understand.
Mhm.
The Delta variant is still the deadlier variant. It's
Mhm.
been
Mhm.
out the longest and it's
Mhm.
averaging 100,000 new cases per day.
Yeah.
Omicron has just been discovered, so we don't know if it's more contagious or not. Yet it is out there, right? So definitely, yeah, like just said, 17 states have Omicron cases now. So definitely wanting always to remind you all to remember to mask up. Remember that we need to continue to take precautions, depending on what state you're in. Like New York just today, I believe, made it mandatory for private institutions to have to be vaccinated. Their employees have to be vaccinated as well. They had already done a mandatory mandate for government positions.
Mhm.
Whereas a place like Texas is, y'all got your masks on and stuff. Mhm. Yeah. No,
Texas
don't.
is just an interesting place.
Yeah. So depending on where you are, you may or may not like be in the midst of situations where people are honoring the fact that we're still in the middle of a pandemic, or not, right? So boosters are available. Remember to get your boosters. Um, Keep washing your hands, right? Do the things that are precautionary. We
Mhm.
also wanted to let you all know that for any of you that may be traveling out of the country, that there has been a new rule instituted started today that the CDC has shortened the testing window. So prior to
Yeah.
today, you were
Yeah.
able to get a negative COVID test 3 days before coming into the country. That has been
One
reduced
day now.
to 24 hours. So you have to, anybody, whether you're unvaccinated or vaccinated, you have to have a negative COVID test no
Mhm.
more than 24
Mhm.
hours before
Mhm.
travel. Most
Mhm.
times you're able to take the COVID test at the airport before you leave, but just know that, like, don't fall back on that 3 day rule because that is no longer okay.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
only 24 hours
Yeah.
ahead of coming back into the country.
Eek. I haven't traveled out the country yet. I don't think. Not that I
Yeah. And I have, and when I left, I had come back into the States over the Thanksgiving break, and I
Mhm.
just took my COVID test at the airport. It was very easy.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, so negative test 1 day before, and then you should be good to go. And again, that's whether you're vaccinated or unvaccinated, it doesn't matter.
So can I ask, you had to go to the airport to take it the day before you left, or did you take it the day that
No, I
you?
did it the day of. I just went to the airport early. I took the COVID test. I had my results in 30 minutes, and then I went on and checked in and went about my business.
Good money.
Yep, it was super easy. So yeah, so just be aware again if you leave the country that you'll need to honor that. Okay.
All right. Thank you for that. All right. So
Mhm.
next, I wanted to bring her this. So U.S. Representative Eddie Bernice Johnson she has tenured. She's served 30 years in Congress. And the reason why I wanted to bring her up is just because she's served 30 years in Congress and she's a Black woman and she's out of Texas. So she reflects on her retirement after nearly 30 years of service. She's a Texas Democrat. She announced that she is ending her nearly 30 years of service in the United States Congress when the 117th congressional session ends. And I bring this congresswoman up because she is a woman in leadership. She's a Black woman, and I'm sure it wasn't easy.
Right.
She's an 85-year-old congresswoman. She's not running for reelection, and she said that choosing not to continue her career in Congress was not an easy choice. So I just want to rattle off a few of her trailblazing points in for with her in Congress. So of her time in Congress, in 1972 she was elected to the Texas State of House Representatives. In 1986 she was elected as a Texas state senator, becoming the first African American woman from Dallas and from the Dallas area to hold this office since the Reconstruction. In 1992, she was elected to U.S. Congress, becoming the first registered nurse to serve in Congress. And then in 2010, she was the first African American woman to be the chair of the House Committee of Science, Space, and Technology. This is a well-respected woman here in Dallas, and I am not fully immersed in the Dallas political scene. I do know that this is a well-respected woman here in Dallas. So I just her up to let her, and a lot of people will be running for her seats. We didn't want to rattle them off here just yet because we don't want to come across as endorsing any specific person or persons, but just know that there will be a lot of, well, we may or may not mention it later, but I just wanted to bring her up just because this is a storied career, but her trailblazing tenure created a path for our next topic of discussion. Democrat Stacey Abrams announced her 2022 bid for the governorship. She officially announced her run for governor of Georgia about a couple weeks ago or a week or so ago. And as we all remember, I don't know if we talked about this, Kimberland, or not, but Abrams lost her bid to Kemp back in 2018. And we all called this a rotten and rigged election because he, at the time, was the Secretary of State.
No, he was the election supervisor.
Oh, okay.
The supervisor of elections.
He was in charge of voting for the state.
Yes. And didn't have to
conflict of interest. Yeah. So we just knew the previous campaign was just wrought with irregularities because of election fraud, because he was in charge of election stuff. And I believe she narrowly lost Georgia race by less than 1%. It was a little under 1%. And she made the announcement via video about a week or so ago. And we bring this to light because midterm elections are coming up. We want to make sure that while I am not eligible to vote in Georgia, but we can certainly help amplify the message of her gubernatorial. Is it gubernatorial? Gubernatorial. Thank you. What do we think about her run? Do we think she can win it this time around, or do you think
we are here for it, girl? The community is like, yes. And we know that Stacey Abrams single-handedly, well, not single-handedly, but she was the grassroots effort behind flipping Georgia blue for the presidential election. Sis, we need to get her in there. Like every single person in Georgia, we need to get them to the polls, right? And like Sab said, the midterm elections historically have lower turnouts because the president is not on the ballot. But big races like this, like the gubernatorial races, are there in these congressional seats. So we want to make sure we start talking about this now to mobilize people and get them ready, because this is a huge, huge, huge deal. Okay.
All right.
So lastly, in our Black Lives Matter, shout out to Jackson State University Tigers. They are the SWAC champions. So SWAC is the Southwestern Athletic Conference. They played Prairie View A&M and won the SWAC championship. This is so awesome because this is Deion Sanders' freshman year as coach at Jackson State. And he has done so much for Jackson State, for HBCUs, like for Black student athletes. Like it has been so amazing for them. He was one of 17 finalists for the Eddie Robinson Award. Eddie Robinson was the Hall of Fame coach for Grambling State University. So he was a finalist for that. And he is just really changing the game over there at Jackson State. The level of school pride that they have is even greater than they've ever had. Like he has done so much for Jackson State. So we wanted to shout them out, and also just kind of highlight some of the things that Deion Sanders is doing. He is really trying to equip his student athletes to think about, first of all, that they're students, right? But
Mhm.
think about what it's going to look like when they transition out of this space, this safe space at this HBCU, and enter whatever the spaces are after this, whether they go into the league, whether they go into semi-pro, what have you, whether they go into business, of really thinking about their brand, thinking
Mhm.
about how they manage themselves, about how they use their social media, like what type of team they have around them.
Mhm.
And he's just doing a really good job at presenting them with opportunities to think about how they do things,
Mhm.
so that they we don't hear stories about them later on, that
Yeah,
they've
Ashley.
lost everything, or they got, trapped up by something or what have you. Oh, and then Ashley said the Brittany
Yeah.
Renner situation. So you want to tell a little bit about that, Sal? Because I
Yeah,
know.
so he brought Brittany Renner to visit the Jackson State team, and he brought her along to essentially share with them what comes with this fame of being in the spotlight, and you essentially what comes with the fame and the things that you will encounter, i.e., people like her. And I reel me in if it feels like I'm going down that path. Brittany Renner is an IG model that, based on research and based on all the things that I saw,
Hmm.
it's alleged that she trapped a
Yeah,
basketball player,
a athlete, a
from the Charlotte
professional
Hornets,
athlete.
and it's not alleged because she literally has a video out there saying football players are really dumb. If you want to get a check, you get if you want to get a check because
Yeah.
yeah. So he brought her on to talk. That's not what they talked about, but she had a really good message. If you watch the message, she did have a good message about, like, this is what comes with it. Just be mindful that people will
Hmm.
grab, and people want to
Hmm.
take from you. And she didn't say this, but essentially you'll have beautiful women like her
Hmm.
jumping in your DMs to
Yep.
just
Because
see.
they see it, they see dollar signs, right? So really thinking about the fact that they see those. Erica says they made her sound like a motivational speaker. Uh, she was hipping them to game. So
She
hopefully,
was, she did.
hopefully they got the point. That is my hope. And they actually understand what she was saying, coming from somebody who firsthand done trapped some dudes.
Yeah.
Okay. So, but shout out to Jackson State. We just really are so excited for them and
Mhm.
everything that is happening,
Mhm.
excuse me, over there at Jackson State, and for HBCUs as a whole. Like
Mhm.
it's really some dope stuff. So
All right.
shout
So
out to them.
next, oh, mental health moment. Okay, mental health
Yes.
moment. I'll let you go.
Yes. So our mental health moment today is, as we are preparing it to go into spaces with our families, with our friends this holiday season, is really wanting to remind you all to hold space for your peace and your mental health. A lot
Mhm.
of times our friends and family say things that can cause us to be triggered, or
Mhm.
comments that are just unnecessary and flat out rude. Right.
Mhm.
And we had an example of this that made us think of this. Jasmine Sullivan won the Album of the Year on the Soul Train Awards. And when she got up to do her speech, she was very transparent and candid with the audience. She said to them, I want to say something. I want to be honest with you guys. I feel real uncomfortable being up here in front of people and people kind of seeing me, especially since mama been eating during quarantine, baby. She said, I made a promise to myself that I wouldn't hide anymore. Usually if I was feeling not at my best, I would probably not have shown up, but I didn't want to do that. So she really came and put herself out there. And it was something that really resonated with me a lot. And I'm sure with many of us, like during this COVID season, many of us have gained weight, or different things have happened in our lives. And Jasmine made a decision to show up for herself. But also, we want to remind you that in your showing up for yourself, make sure that you don't allow people to shame you or put you in situations where you feel like you have to defend who you are, right? So, we are really about body positivity and loving yourself where you are in your process. So we
Mhm.
want to remind you to take action. If that looks like setting boundaries, if that looks like going to the doctor, if that looks like seeking a therapist, like do those things so that you are able to care for yourself, clear out
Mhm.
that toxicity, like whoever those people are, whatever those spaces are. If things are not honestly bringing you joy, it's got to go. Like it has got to go. So do that inventory. And I'm talking everywhere from things that you wear to things that you eat to people that you have around you, right?
Mhm, mhm.
Accept yourself, affirm yourself. Our self talk can be so trash, like the types of stuff that we say to ourselves. So
Yeah.
we really want to reframe that, right? And really start to speak life into ourselves and tell ourselves good things that we would say to one of our friends that we love. Give yourself rest, right? Give yourself an opportunity to rejuvenate, to heal. Sleep is the time that our body restores itself, right? So prioritize that. Get moving. Think about exercise and the endorphins that come with that so that you are able to get yourself to a place of reducing anxiety and being in a better mood. And then lastly, develop a healthy relationship with sex. And
Hey.
if that means that you have to go and have the sex, okay, do that, sure. But it might also mean just really developing a relationship with yourself.
Mhm.
We know that sex, it just like exercise, it releases endorphins, it releases dopamine, it releases
Mhm, mhm,
oxytocin,
mhm, mhm.
right? All of that goes to your pressure center, stress reliever, anxiety reducer. So really focusing on that pleasure. Again, we have had some really awesome shows in the past where we've talked to people that have talked about sexual liberation and destigmatizing pleasure. It is a way of taking back ownership, and it's a rebellion in some ways to say, I'm going to allow myself to experience this pleasure, right?
Mhm,
So,
mhm.
all of that is stuff that
Yeah.
we can do to really advocate for our own mental health and make sure that we're in a place where we are able to honor that.
Thank you for that, Kimberland.
My pleasure. My pleasure. Okay, you ready?
Yes. Let's. We won't speed through it, but we'll try to be really succinct in
Yes.
this because this is our last show. We want to make sure you got all of the things and all of the wonderful things. So it's Christmas time, right, you guys? So we want to be able to share. We do this every year. We want to share with you some of some gifts, some ideas that I like, Kimberland liked, and we thought we got what 4, 3, 2 weeks till Christmas. It's still time to get those gifts online or in person. So we wanted to be able to share with you some of our top things that we like. So Kimberland, I'll go ahead and let you take it away.
All right, so my first one is Postal Petals. This again is a former Brown Girl boss. Talia Boone created this company called
I love
Postal
this. I
Petals.
love this. I love
And
this.
Postal Petals is a farm to table DIY flower arrangement company. So
Love
basically,
this.
they send you all of these
I love it.
flowers and you can arrange them. They have different size boxes that they'll ship to you, and even in the smallest box, you may be able to create like 5 or 6 different arrangements out of that. They also do classes at Postal Petals, and I actually work with Postal Petals sometimes to
Yeah.
do those classes. But it's really a way to unleash your inner artist, to bring some fresh flowers into your space, and it's also very therapeutic. So, Postal Petals is my first recommendation.
Yeah, I love this. I don't want to, I won't. Anyway, I love this. I love arranging flowers. Arranging flowers is just the most amazing, most relaxing thing ever. If I could show you guys all the flowers that I have in my place, you'd be like, but anyway, so thanks for sharing that. All right, so my next one is called Moon Bath. Moon Bath from visionary and storyteller Mercedes Prince. Uh, yes, we can all buy bath salts anywhere and everywhere, but this one is I wanted to pick this one because she looks like you and I, Black owned, but it's the Moon Bath's lunar set. and it's an infused Sundance bathing salt. And it's establishing, we all know that I'm telling you now, establishing a nighttime routine can prepare our brains to sleep. Bedtime beauty products can be a part of that ritual. So moon baths, bathing salts are intended to inspire you to create a space to slow down, tune in, and reconnect. And Mercedes Prince is passionate about creating new ways of living that challenge the way we relate to ourselves and with each other and the systems of the world. And it mentions that taking a bath, according to the Cleveland Clinic, has great physical and mental health benefits, from soothing muscles and joints to improving sleep and your overall mood. Moon baths full lunar set comes with different botanical bath teas to correspond with each phase of the moon, with milk and honey infused salt. And again, we can all go to like competitors and other people, other places, but I specifically liked her story and the message behind why she came up with bath salt. So it's not just her, it's her and a team, but she created this. And I just wanted to highlight this because I thought that this was really dope. I like reading her story. You can find out more about her at moonbath.com. And again, yes, it's easy for us to go to these other stores to go get a bath salt, but I mean, you know that she has put passion and love into what she has created, similar to, and I'll go ahead and mention, and I'm sorry, like a Lush. Like they're really intentional about how they create their products. But when you have people like Mercedes Prince, who isn't really intentional and put passion in her products, all more reason for me to want to go ahead and purchase her bath salts. So that was my second one.
Absolutely. Okay, so next up, we have someone just said the lip bar.
Yeah.
So the lip bar was created by Melissa Butler. Melissa Butler is a brown girl. She's a Delta. She's a FAMU graduate. She's also a brown girl boss. She's been on our show. The lip bar's products are all vegan and cruelty-free products that are absolutely amazing. I am currently wearing my favorite red, which is Boss Lady. I feel like you just can't go wrong.
Can I pick this up in stores or do I have to exclusively order it online?
Oh my God, I'm so glad you asked that. So interestingly enough, Melissa started this journey in 2012 and she took her product to Shark Tank and they declined her. Honey, now they are in 1,000 Target stores, 500 Walmarts across the country, and they have a flagship store in Detroit, Michigan.
That's what
you better win, sis. Okay, you better win. So Lip Bar is absolutely amazing. They have gone from a place of only lip products to face products. They're just doing amazing things, right? So check out the Lip Bar. When I tell you I live in breathe Lip Bar lippies. And if you want to save some coins, you can use my code Kimberland J, and you'll save some coins on ordering your Lip Bar lippies.
All right. So thank you for sharing that, Kimberland. So the next one, this is clearly you all know that I am a wine person. So this next one is the McBride sisters. Now, the reason why they're a host of Black-owned wine companies and winemakers, but I'm highlighting them because they are easily accessible right now. And so few things that are more magical than a good glass of wine, especially enjoy with your girlfriends. So whether you're gathering virtually or in person, we can always celebrate over a bottle of wine. And they have a host of different sets that you can purchase on their website, but you can also shop individual bottles on like Target. You can go to Wally World, Walgreens, CVS, Target, Total Wine, etc. So like this past weekend, we just talked about how you gift. We just mentioned about how you gift. So this weekend, I went and get my hairstylist, not this hairstylist, but my hairstylist. I went and I got her a bottle of wine and I gifted it with, I had a whole box of items that I wanted to gift her, of other stuff, and in addition to items from my business. But it's just because I wasn't thinking that I wanted to give her items for my business. I wanted to give her an item because she has amazing growing hands and she just came to mind and I thought of her and I just wanted to do something nice for her. So I bought her a bottle of McBride Sisters wine, Chardonnay, and among other things in that package that I gave to her. And it was a really thoughtful gift. I just didn't think. I was just like, she's dope. Tiffany, shout out to Tiffany in Dallas. I mean, there's a lot of Tiffany's in Dallas, but I mention her because she's just amazing. She has amazing growing hands. Meaning, like, real quick, like, she's so good. I can't lie to her. Like, I remember one time she was like, "Hey, have you been putting your hair in a ponytail?" And I could have lied and said no, but I didn't lie because if I did lie, she would have known. She's that good. And she's good. Like, I didn't lie. She would have known. That's how good she is. So yeah, so Tiffany is just pizzazz with Tiffany here in Dallas. She's just super dope. So McBride Sisters wines are a really good wine to buy. They're Black owned, so you can go pick it up at any wine store. They got Black Girl Magic wines, the whole litany of wines that you can go ahead and purchase.
I love it. And they have a Riesling. So I'm here for the Rieslings. Okay, maybe you won't judge me so much. So next up, we have this is a designer that I have relationship with. Her name is Londa Masani, and she actually is out of Orlando, Florida. Londa is a fashion designer, but she has just recently gotten into developing hats.
Hey,
Y'all, my dream as I'm here in Mexico City is to be walking down the streets twirling in some fly brims. Okay. So Londa has so many different prints of hats. They're all custom made by her, handcrafted. Like sis
ooh,
is dope. Okay. I actually walked in Orlando International Fashion Week with her, and she is just a cool person. Like she is always checking on me and making sure I'm good to go. But sis is dope. Like so, she's got jewelry, she's got the hat, she's got different fashion things. So if y'all need y'all a fly brim, okay, go ahead on and check out my girl Londa. So we just dropped that link in the comments for you to check out her fly brims.
sweet,
Okay.
sweet, sweet.
Yeah.
I like that hat. It's a really dope hat. Like I
You
would want
hear
to like
me?
flip it up a little bit. For me, I
Honey.
would want to flip. I'm a
And
hat.
the other side of it is like a unique color, like it's a pop of color on the underside. Like y'all go check it out. Click the link, check it out. I'm telling you, dopeness. Okay.
All right. So this next one, we decided not to show the pic. Oh, so we're going to Nicole, Nicole Nicobe. I still want to do Royal.
Yeah, it's there.
Oh, okay, good. Okay, great. So Nicole Kobe, this is an art one who I follow her art on Instagram. She is a super dope artist. No, Nicole Kobe is an Afro-French artist based out of New York City. Since 2018, Nicole Kobe opened her art and design studio in 2014 in Paris, France. And the spirit of Nicole Kobe is filled with love, of sisterhood, and women. Nicole Kobe's art is mostly directed towards Black women, independent, modern, and not afraid to break codes, especially for Afro women in the predominantly European societies. And what I love about her art is that it's not super pricey. Her prints aren't super pricey.
Mhm.
And I just got some blips here. Like you see the Beyonce, I know Christina will like that one. But Nicole Kobe, her arts or her prints are just beautiful. I follow her on Instagram. Nicole Kobe spelled Nicholle Kobe Kobi. You can look at all of her collections and all of her art. Her prints are really pricey, and it's not just the prints. She does stationery. She does a whole litany of other things. But I wanted to call attention to her prints that I absolutely love. I've been following her for years, and I don't know why I didn't show her last year, but yeah, I just wanted to give Nicole Kobe a shout out because she is, I love art, I love culture, I love galleries, and I just wanted to bring this beautiful art to you.
Yes, yes. So let me refresh and make sure. So this is Buttery Spell.
What's this?
Now, Buttery Spell. This is a brown girl owned company. I actually went to high school with the founder and owner of Buttery Spell. Her name is Amanda,
Mhm.
Amanda Ratcliffe. And during COVID, she came up with this concept of creating nut butters.
Mhm.
So she started out making different nut butters and nut milks and things of that nature. And she has now expanded into all sorts of things. So Amanda has nut butters like toffee, honey almond, strawberry cashew type nut butters, but she also has like savory butter compounds, okay, that are hand blended like Parmesan basil, roasted garlic, and
I
rosemary.
ain't eating
Like,
that, Kimberland. Damn.
honey, I'm trying. And listen, when I tell you the butters, y'all, they are so like for the amount of love that she puts into it, they are so inexpensive. Amanda actually has gotten into Rouse's grocery stores
Oh,
in New
amazing.
Orleans, and she is just expanding and expanding and expanding. It's so good, y'all. She does sweet and compound butters. So her sweet butters, like she has pecan praline
Oh,
butters,
jeez.
whipped honey butters. She even has vegan butters, y'all. Like,
Sounds so good.
she has this blend called Made in Nola, and it has like all of the spices, like the trifecta of spices. Listen, when I tell you, sis, like y'all, she's even doing a subscription box. She just announced that she's
Sweet.
going to be shipping out subscription boxes for her butters where you can get sample kits and really like if you are a chef, you cook, you bake, you don't want to just use regular butter anymore. Okay. You want to use this, these butters by Buttery Spell. Um, I mean, it is just a party on the taste buds, like in real life. And I'm not just saying that because I know her and she's my friend. I'm saying it because the junk is popping. Okay. It is so freaking good. So this is one of the things we're talking about gifts. The last time I was home, I bought some for my dad. I bought some for my cousin. They love to cook. So I was like, get rid of your regular unsalted butter, honey. Use this right here, and it just gives so much flavor. She's got shrimp butter. She's got
My
chicken
God.
butter. It is just y'all. Get you some of these butters, okay? She shipped everywhere in the
Did you
country.
drop the
I'm
link?
telling
Yeah,
you.
there it is. I see it.
Yes, butteryspell.com. And what just makes it so awesome is I know that she is handcrafting these butters and she is doing it
Look at
like
her
in
website.
her
Your
own
mouth is
kitchen.
watering just looking at the website.
It's gorgeous.
Jeez.
It's gorgeous. So Buttery Spell on all social platforms. Butteryspell.com is the website. But I'm telling you, when y'all taste it, y'all gonna know. Like you gonna be a believer, quick, fast, and in a hurry.
So it's like real. Oh my gosh.
Yes, yes. It's real butters infused with real herbs and like y'all.
Yeah.
It's so good. So I had to highlight my girl, Amanda. Love you so much. So proud of you and everything that you're doing. But definitely wanted to amplify this because when I tell you I believes in it, honey. Okay. Listen. Well, I'm waiting on sister ship on here to Mexico. Okay.
Yeah, that's so interesting. Like we really have to keep that in mind now, just because the holidays and porch pirates and making sure that we're making sure that we're getting out our items. If you're trying to ship gifts to people, get them out yesterday, right?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
it'll take a minute. So just
Yeah.
keep that in mind.
Yes, and if you're in the New Orleans area, she delivers. But if not, go to the site, pick your stuff out. This is a gift that someone can use that you give them a memory. Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
so
Give them an
so all right. Speaking of butter, we gonna slather some
That's
butter
what
on
it's
this
about.
brother right here.
Okay. So for reasons because of Facebook, the pictures that we picked, we just wanted to be careful about what we showed on here. But Royal Fetish package. This is a fun gift that I wanted to share with you guys. We just talked about the sex, SECKS, like how Kevin on stage sells it. So this is Kevin Noir. And we wanted to show you a picture. Do we have, if we can drop the link to that, that'd be great. if we can.
Mhm.
But you can indulge in the fantasy with the likeness of King Noir, the likeness of King Noir, okay? With handmade actual mold, individually painted platinum pure silicone, is body safe for your deepest desires. King Noir and his partner, Jet Setting Jasmine, want to decolonize Black and brown bodies in the adult film industry. And they have. I follow his Instagram. I follow their Instagram. Uh, the pictures, again, like I said, the pictures that we wanted to show, I tried to even cover it up with a smiley face, but the mold is
It's okay.
something to marvel. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
So it's Royal Fetish. It's $239.99, $239, and just know that that $239 is
It's worth it.
is worth it. Yeah. And I love watching him and his partner on Instagram. Like they just showed that they are recently expecting again. But again, he is an adult film star, but it's not like really, it's not tacky. Like I love looking at his Instagram. I love looking at his website. His name is the real King Noir on Instagram, or King Noir is spelled Noire. Ladies, thank me later. Like, okay. Did y'all see the Nick Cannon was trending?
We're not about to open. We're not about to do that, Sab.
So it was on that line. It was on that same vein.
Just look it up. If
but
y'all
King
didn't
Noir
see.
is better. Sorry, not sorry. But I wanted to share the pleasure, like we just talked about. Kimberland, what did we just talk about in the wellness segment?
I agree. I'm just trying to be mindful of time. You know,
Okay,
we don't
you're right.
want to, you know,
Right.
okay. All right. Okay.
Check him out.
Okay. So so moving on. And this is y'all's business, right? If that's what y'all doing, okay. But also wanted to shout out my business, my new brand, Minding My Black Business. Is up and running, and I have new products that are available. I just had someone yesterday bought that's who she bought her Christmas gifts through my site. So we have t-shirts, we have cropped sweatshirts, cropped hoodies. I'm rocking one today. Okay. Masks, notebooks, even beanies are available. So if you just want to be a walking billboard and you want to give somebody the gift of being able to mind their black behind business, honey, that is what I am trying to do for our space. So I'm going to continue dropping products, especially now that it's getting cold, and just really they're unisex. We have things that are geared towards men, things towards women. So you can absolutely find something that speaks to you and highlights what you want to do. And what we all just want to do is we're walking around in our brown bodies is just mind our black ass business. Okay. So what you say, that
you wearing a beanie in Mexico?
I am.
Okay.
I am. It gets a little cool here at night in Mexico City. Okay. So I am going to rock my beanie, and I rock my sweatshirt everywhere I go, honey. I just be like, look, because I'm a walking billboard. There are backpacks on there. Like, it's all sorts of things. So if you're looking for a unique gift, you want to support a small business owner that you actually know and love, please go to my site, mindofmyblackbusiness.com, and you'll be able to get products there. And also, that's where I'm sharing all of my escapades, if you will, as I travel the country. So I'm starting a podcast there, and that'll be getting kicked off at the beginning of the year, and just really talking about all things that are being black and what that looks like to be in this black body. So
I love it.
I appreciate y'all in advance.
Is it in the link? Is the link in the?
Yep. Drop the link in the comments.
It is there.
Yep.
Okay, perfect. All right. So as you guys know, I have been talking a little by little about my business, and I haven't really expressed it or shared it as much. But I am currently an independent business owner with Amway North America, and some people may or may not have heard about it. We are a direct selling shipping company. We have some amazing products in the beauty, nutritional, and sports supplements and home items space. I love those products. I love their products. And I'll specifically talk about a few. I'll be really quick. I have been having skin problems, you guys. And well, the reason why I wanted to share with you guys is because I can attest to what I am enjoying and what I'm benefiting from these products. And I will not share products with you guys that I do not believe in or that I haven't experienced myself or have tried. And I value this community. I value you ladies, and I value what I share and I talk to you about, and I value the integrity of this space. So let me start by telling you guys that my skin has been on a effing journey, freaking journey. So I decided to transition from using Cetaphil and CeraVe, and I'm like, let me try products for my own business. I was reluctant to do it because we're really particular and specific about what we put on our skin and in our hair and all those things, right? I'm still not on the in the hair space, but our Artistry Skin Nutrition line, I've been using it, and it's to the point where I'm just like, I need to introduce this to my dermatologist because I've been using it for about a week and a half, and it has done a total 180 on my skin because I've been breaking out, and I'm just like, yo, yes. So I want to put that out there.
And also, vegan,
I'm sorry?
It's vegan?
Yes, it is vegan. Like, I don't know all the ins and outs of the products, what's in there yet, but I'm just like, let me just go ahead and try it. I did read what's in it on the website, but like, I don't know. Yes, it is vegan. I don't know all the big words that are in it, but I will say it has helped me. And I was reluctant to use it because I'm really particular about my skin. It's like, you're telling me this is a great product. Why is it a great product? Okay, let me try it. I was implored to try it by my mentor within the business, and I tried it, and it's been tremendous on my skin. In addition to the stuff that my dermatologist gave me. And again, before I was using Cetaphil and CeraVe, and that was kept breaking me out, but I just didn't put 2 + 2 together.
Yeah.
I was just trusting what my dermatologist gave me. So the next one that I want to share with you is I am a big lip balm. That's why I kept strategically using this. But I also wanted to show you guys, I'm a really big lip balm person and lip gloss person. I have a whole overflowing basket of lip balm, but I just thought that this was so cute. Let me show you guys, if I can show you guys what this is from our Artistry Lips Gloss line. Can I show you guys? Do y'all see that? Light? It's a whole freaking light in a mirror from our Artistry.
Oh, nice.
I just thought that was so cute. And I'm just like, ooh, this is cute. So our lip gloss line, if we all like lip gloss, we all like to be beautified. This is something that I use, and again, can attest to. We also have like a polished lip exfoliator. So the point that I'm making is, like, I'm showing you ladies products that I have been enjoying with being new to this business. And again, I won't share with you products that I haven't used myself and haven't liked. And I'm not sharing them with you because it is my business, but I want to share with you because I actually am enjoying these products.
Yeah, and you believe in it.
So so if you want more information on these products, shop with sab.biz, or you can just go to sabjackson.com. I share both websites, sabjackson.com. It's a link to my store on there, and you can pay me with these products. Again, this is the Artistry My Lip Gloss, and you can buy lip gloss from anywhere, but where are you going to find a lip gloss with a light and a freaking mirror
on it? That's convenient.
Like, yo,
I love it.
And then the skin is just super dope. So also, we want to make sure that, like, we're mentioning all of our favorite products. Can you guys please mention like some of your recommendations on Black owned gift items? Because we've shared with you some of our favorites and some of our business products from our business. But like, if you ladies have, and our men have items from people that you support and that you think people in the community can support and can benefit from, please drop it in the chat, because we still have weeks to Christmas, and I'm still shopping. I'm still looking for opportune items, and I just want to know some other Black businesses that we can support.
So drop those links, y'all. We want to make sure that, again, it's community. If it's yours or it's something that you believe in, personally, drop the links in the comments, honey, so that we can flood the spaces. So they are coming in. Yes. So keep dropping them. Click on those links, bookmark the links, so that people are able to get these things, right? When we buy gifts, we want the gifts to be meaningful, but we also want to know that our money is going to help like a real person. So Sab and I dance, every time we get a sale because it is like literally like, oh my gosh, yay, thank you. So know that every purchase that you make is coming to help someone, right? That we either personally believe in or us, right? So keep those links coming. So as we're wrapping up, we wanted to share our beautiful brown girl spotlight for our last beautiful brown girl spotlight of 2021. Yeah,
This
I
is a good
know,
one,
right?
though. I think
This
Christina will
is.
like this one too.
Yes, so this is Jeanette Roll, and
Rolay.
Rolay, sorry, I forgot the accent. Jeanette Rolay has made history as the first Black CEO of the
We have
American
a picture
Ballet
of her.
Theatre.
Oh, yes, we do. Yes.
Yes.
Let's see.
So Jeanette,
Yeah, put her up.
is
Oh, there we go.
there it is. So she is the first Black CEO of the American Ballet Theater, and immediately I just think about like the Nutcracker, like that was like a Christmas tradition for me. But at any rate, she says through dance I learned how to be a professional, the value of discipline and technique, and my love for the creative process. These lessons have always been at the core of my professional life and work. She began her first dance class when she was just 8 years old, and she credits her mother. She was an immigrant from Jamaica with forming what Rolay calls the foundation of her career. So she's honed her skills in the business as executive vice president and chief marketing officer at CNN. And she went on to serve as general manager of Beyonce's Parkwood Entertainment for 5 years. So some of her receipts include she produced Beyonce's Coachella performance, and she was
Iconic.
the executive producer of Beyonce's remake of Lion King, Black is King.
Like the Coachella performance is, in my mind, is still iconic. It's still dope.
Okay,
Yeah.
like
And this is
wow.
prestigious. You mentioned that this is a prestigious ballet company. You got this Black woman leading it. It's just all the things.
Yes, all
Beautiful.
the feels. So shout out to her for making history as the first Black woman to head the American Ballet Theater. So I can't wait to see how she's going to use that platform because I'm certain just with her track record of receipts, honey, she is going to make sure she's representing
Hmm.
for
Hmm.
beautiful brown girls everywhere. So
Absolutely.
congratulations to Miss Rolette. So,
Absolutely.
having said that, we want to make sure that you all have connected with us in all of the ways that matter on Beautiful Brown Girls. As we mentioned, this is our last show of 2021. We will be back on January 17th, 2022. Okay, January 17th, 2022, we will be back. And in the meantime, we know that y'all want to binge all of BBG TV. So, we want you to make sure that you go to beautifulbrowngirls.com where you will be able to connect with us. Also, make sure that you have liked us on Facebook at Beautiful Brown Girls, joined our Facebook group, Beautifully Shaded. We also want you to follow us on Instagram at Beautifully Shaded and on Twitter at Beautiful Brown You. And we want to extend an invite for you all to join us on our members network. This is our VIP space, free from the algorithms and all the things trying to hold the brown girl down. Membership in our VIP space is only $25 for the entire year. Okay, so
Mhm.
this is something else that you can gift someone, the opportunity of sisterhood, the opportunity of community, right? So that would be totally dope. And there in our Beautiful Brown Girls Members Network, you have the opportunity to participate in exercise classes and book clubs, and you
Yep.
get discounts, and you get to know first things first of all the things that we do. So definitely want to make sure that you all connect with us there. And Sab, tell us how we can find you.
Yeah, you ladies can sabjackson.com. All of my business information is on there. I got a whole new headshot. I need to change this picture because I got a whole new headshot. So yeah, sabjackson.com, LinkedIn. You can connect with me there. A few of you have connected with me there on LinkedIn as well. Yeah, sabjackson.com. All of my platforms are there. I'll still be in the Beautiful Brown Girls Members Network. I'm in there, and yeah, Yeah, we'll still be here. We'll still be around. We'll still be talking to you guys.
This is not goodbye. This is just see you later.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And I definitely want you all to connect with me over on my site, KimberlandJackson.com, as well as mindingmyblackbusiness.com. Get you some merch, give somebody with it. You can connect with me on Facebook at Kimberland Jackson, on Instagram at Kimberland J. We just so appreciate you all. This
and no relation for those of you new.
I know, right? I know. I feel like we're starting to look alike, Sab. You know how they say after people like hang out for so long, they start to look alike, like each other. But no, with Sab and I are just so grateful for those of you who are consistently hanging out with us and supporting us and spreading the word about everything that we're doing here at Beautiful Brown Girls. From the bottom of my heart, I just thank you so humbly. This community has been life-changing. So I look forward to what 2022 has to hold for us and for each of you. And Sab, what do you want to say to the people as we roll out of here?
No, I'm just happy that these last 3 years have just been amazing. They have been a journey that I would do over and over again. As tired as I am just doing everything else, this has always been one of my priorities for me. And I enjoy the life that this community has been giving me. I love getting to know these ladies. I'm enjoying getting to know you as a co-host. Often real transparency, often like when you do shows with people, you're just like, I don't really like them off air. But like I genuinely like Kimberland. She's been a pleasure to get to know and to talk to off air and to befriend off air. So I enjoy Kimberland. I enjoy this community. I enjoy Christina. I'm just very thankful just grateful and thankful. And I am just grateful. I'm just grateful. I'm just grateful. So, yeah.
So we love you all. We'll be back in 2022, January 17th. In the meantime, again, check out some of our past episodes. The Conversation doesn't stop here. Continue sharing the broadcast. Continue tagging your friends. Continue in the comments. Have a wonderful holiday season. Take some time for your loved ones. We love y'all so much. So we'll be back in 2022.
Bye.
Bye, y'all.
See you later.